Okay, so here is my aquaponic experiment. We are about 4 months in, and you can see we still got quite a few things in there that are holding on. Um, a lot of the plants that I started in here didn't make it, but everything that held on through the winter is really starting to take off as we approach the end of March now. Um, as you can see, it's right above my unmade bed. Makes for a really sweet way to wake up every morning. Um, the system starts over here in this old 55-gallon drum that I cut in half. At the moment, the pump is not in there, and I will get into that in a moment, but there's a hose that comes right out of the fish water, flows up here and into the first pipe, which is then just gravity fed throughout the rest of the system, down and around. As I said, a lot of the things that I started in here didn't make it. All that wheatgrass that you see is starting to run its course. It's getting pretty bare now, but it really produced a lot this winter. This parsley's really taken off as the sun has started to increase. We got a couple big basil plants here, another basil plant over there, and a little Brussels sprout top. So the system has been pretty easy going. I haven't had many problems at all. It's sort of just run itself all winter long. I think the best problem that you could have is what's happening now, in that things are really starting to fill up, and they are taking over the pipe to the point where water isn't totally flowing through. I don't know if you can see that, but a lot of the water is standing in there, which it's then evaporating, and I'm losing a lot of water, which actually lowered my level so far today that the pump couldn't reach its max height, just a couple inches off from the head height of the pump, and it's no longer making it up here. So I have to slowly add some water back in. That's what that funnel's doing, to try to keep the fish happy and raise that water level back up. As you'll see, I wanted to try a system without any medium in there. It's just water flowing through PVC pipe. I wanted to keep it lightweight. I was worried that not only would the whole thing come crashing off the wall one day, but that it would also land directly on my head while I sleep. So I'm really surprised at how well it's doing without any medium in there. One of the first issues that came up with this no medium system is that about 2 months into it, the water really started to get pretty rank. I woke up to what smelled like death flowing above my head. So I added this second tank or bed here, which at the moment everything is dead, but it was full of herbs for quite a while. I think what's happening is that the water is draining out of here quicker than it's filling up, and these guys just weren't getting enough water. So that's my next issue to tackle. But at the moment, it's acting as a filter to clean out a lot of the mucky fish water and just the plant parts and whatnot. And it's also adding, as you can see, there's a couple inches here between the bed and the water, so that the water, when it fills here, falls in, adding a lot of aeration. That's really helped keep the fish happy. Oh, There's the timer, also not plugged in, but the pump runs on that. I have it set up at the moment. It runs 15 minutes. I think it's about 8 times a day, and I'll increase that as the sunlight dries things out a little quicker as summer approaches. But that's the system. So far, so good. Hit me up if you have some similar experiments going. Keep your fingers crossed that I don't kill all this stuff. Have a good one.